What's up, y'all? This is Keith and Sheila up here in the mountains of Virginia, and today we've got something special for you guys. Some of you have been asking about where Keith and I met. I mean, a little bit about our background. We're not going to get...
Wait a minute. Makeup. Right? Huh? And I didn't even get the ghost sign. Come on, let's get professional here.
Right. Hold up. Ready? Action. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Anyhow, so Mr. and I just we went up to the big city today, and we were just kind of bouncing off each other, a little bit of this and that. And of course, since we've been together, we've just talked about the past and things that we've done and how we met, and so we kind of want to share it with you today because some of you have been asking.
Whole lot of laughs.
Anyway, so where you want to start, honey?
Let's start in junior high school. That's where it all started.
Yeah, junior high.
Lindley Junior High on Spring Garden Street. That's where it all started.
In Greensboro, North Carolina. Yeah. I was 14, he was 15.
Very mature 15.
Anyhow, first I want to start with this, is that, of course, Mom and I were poor, and I won't get into all of that, but I just kind of bring you up to speed a little bit. Mom was poor, we didn't have very much, and I was skinny. Yeah, I mean, it's even, skinny. And, let me tell you a little bit about that. I got a story real quick. I promise we will get into it because I was so skinny. My mom was a beautician at one point, and also she was a nurse, and my grandmother was a nurse. And I seem like I say sick all the time. I don't know back in your day, but every time, if I got a cold, get the X-Lax out, we gotta clean her out, gotta get all that stuff out of her. That's what's going on while she's got that cold. Or no matter what it was, if I had the chicken pox, get the X-Lax out. I mean, I've had every kind of laxative you can think of because that's what they thought. Just clean her out. Well, I'm saying that's because I think I was skinny because I was always having to take laxatives all the time. And so here we are now in school, and I'm a skinny thing like this.
Just kind of give you a picture. You can close the door, and she can slip through. Yeah, she can slip through, just like that. Closed door didn't mean nothing to her, right? Okay.
I wasn't that skinny. But anyway, so I had a friend that also knew Keith. That's because y'all only know about Mr. Keith, Sheila. But anyway, but that she knew him, and he was in was it homeroom, honey? We were in the homeroom class, I think.
Might have been.
I think it was homeroom to start out with, and some of you are already caught that are a little bit younger than we are. We said junior high. I don't think they say junior high anymore. I think they go what, middle school? I like junior high, but anyway. So I think we were in the same homeroom class, and he was kind of flirtatious. But it wasn't only with me; he was flirtatious with everybody. So you just didn't know how to take him. I mean, you really didn't. And so it's like, okay. So I talked to my friend who knew him, and I was telling him, I said, I kind of like this guy, and I said, but I'm feeling very insecure. You know why? Because I was skinny. Who likes skinny, itty bitty, itsy teensy weensy? I mean, who likes those kind of girls? I mean, you can see, I was like knobby knee and like bones, you know what I mean? And
I like to call her aerodynamic.
Well, I could outrun him, I could say that.
Absolutely she could.
I could outrun him. Yes, I could. But anyway, so in saying that, things kind of progressed. Well, at junior high, we had a big auditorium that was also a gym, and they had dances, and we called them
sock hops.
Sock hops.
But before we get to this, let me add one little thing before we move on. There has been evidence in the past that we very well could have been in elementary school together.
Yeah.
We went to Irving Park together. We went to Craven together. We've been trying to track down some yearbooks from those places. I'm sure they're little old paperback things with 5 pages, but if any of you guys went to those junior highs and
elementary school.
I'm sorry, elementary school, and maybe have a yearbook or something like that. And we even had some of the same teachers we've talked about. But
Jacoby, you're Jacoby.
Yes,
yeah.
Mrs. Jacoby.
She was at Irving Park.
Yeah, and we were there at the same time, basically, and we knew the teachers, but we can't find any pictures or anything like that about it. So.
And I kind of want to add that because you would think, I mean, you went to the same school, so you didn't know each other. I mean, you just act like just perfect strangers. No, because, like I told you, remember, we were really poor, and so it's like I didn't stay any time at any school, any length of time. We was always moving. I couldn't pay the rent or whatever. I know some of y'all have experienced the same things. I'm not the only one. But that's why, after we started talking about our younger years, I go, he goes, well, I go, I did too. And so, so-and-so, I had 3rd grade, I had, Mrs. Jacoby, I did too. But like I said, I didn't stay any length of time, and making new friends and stuff was very difficult for me because I was a new kid, you know what I mean. But anyway, honey.
Let's drop back even further. If some of you guys remember Carolina Theater and the McDonald's, I think it was McDonald's. Every Saturday they had a band on the stage, and they gave away door prizes, and there was always a Rocket Man series and a Disney show, a Disney movie for a McDonald's wrapper. That was your price to getting in. And Sheila said she even attended those, and man, I didn't miss a Saturday. Me and my cousins, I loved it. And you get up on stage, you dance, and all that kind of stuff. Well, we could have bumped shoulders back in those days.
But he couldn't see me. Remember, I was skinny.
Yeah, she always standing sideways. I don't know what that's about.
I've heard them jokes about when she was so skinny, she stood sideways and stuck out her tongue. She looked like a zipper. Yeah, well, he couldn't see me. That's why. I was too skinny.
No, the place was packed. That Carolina Theater on Saturday was packed. little kids running around like crazy.
Well, so then let's move forward. At the junior high that we went to, like I was telling you, they would have dances called sock hops. And I loved to dance. I remember even in 1st grade. I mean, I've danced ever since Mutt was a pup. I mean, that's all I knew. And I remember my 1st grade teacher, she would bring albums to school on those little record players that you have, and just so I could dance. And I've been dancing till, probably last
Since we moved to the mountains.
Yeah.
We do our dancing in the garden.
Or around the house.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so they had a sock hop one night. And actually it was October the 25th, 1969. Does that tell you how old we are?
Oh, I remember it well.
No, he don't. But anyway, I do. And women, we remember stuff like this. But anyway, he was there. Remember the flirtation and everything going on, and I kind of liked him, but I didn't want to really let him know that I liked him because he was flirting with everybody, and I wanted, I just didn't want him to know. But probably my friend told him. But anyway, so they had the music playing, we're dancing, to different things. Everybody's out dancing. I mean, we weren't together, we didn't go together, to the sock hop. So, what happened? Do you remember what happened, mister? See?
I spilled my punch. No. Hey Jude came on?
The song Hey Jude by the Beatles. Yep, it did.
And I asked her to dance.
He did.
And we danced.
We did.
And thus a spark was born.
He did. And why was that? That was a long song.
It
Y'all
was.
remember that? That was the longest doggone song.
My back was hurting.
Well, you couldn't lean on me. I probably snapped like a twig. But anyway, so we were dancing, this little slow dance and stuff, to the song. Now, what made this awkward for me was he's left-handed. So, when you dance, you usually hold the right hand, and you dance the right hand lead and stuff and push and everything. Well, he's left-handed. And so I felt like I was clumsy as can be because I'm just not used to going the left. Well, he's used to going the left, I'm used to going the right. Anyhow, so that was kind of on the awkward side. I go, oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But then, just out of the blue, what happened?
I spilled my punch.
Mister.
I asked you a question.
Yep. See, I remember it more than he does.
Hey, you want to go to the football game next Saturday?
That's not what you said.
Let's go steady.
That's what he said. He goes, Sheila, will you go steady with me? Now y'all are saying too, steady? Who uses the word steady? That's just what we said back then. It's going steady. I don't know what they say now. Just going together.
Just hang out.
I don't know what they say. So I was like, I didn't want him to see my face. It's like, this took me by surprise. It really did, and I really liked him. Anyway, I said yes. So, bless his heart, he was working. You worked at
That's what?
Yeah, grocery store. He worked at a grocery store. And anyway, he got me this ring. Claire, I thought it came out of one of those, put the quarter in, you do like this, this little ball thing comes out, you open up and get a ring.
No, Cracker Jacks.
Little Cracker Jack box.
Well,
Well, it turned my finger. So
that's a special sign right
it
there.
turned my finger. You know what I had to do? I had to take that thing off. And he got silver because he knew I like silver. Everybody was in gold, but I like silver. I still do to this day. But I had to get some clear fingernail polish and put up under it so it wouldn't turn my finger. And I didn't want him to see that it was turning my finger.
And that lady told me it was extra.
Psh, you got it out of that little gumball machine. You know you did, old cheapskate. But but hey, it didn't matter. I liked him, and I guess he liked me. Why would he ask me to go stay? And the skinniest girl? No, I wasn't the skin. I was next to the skinniest girl. I want to show you a picture. Just let me show you. I've got it right here. Because one of my other friends, I'm going to cover some stuff up. One of my other friends, her name was Cindy. And Cindy, I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Let's see. See if I can get it to focus in. Is it focusing? Can y'all see that good? I can't tell. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe that. All right, can you see which one is me? I'm the dark-haired one. And you see her. And like I said, we were friends. Maybe we were friends just because we were skinny. I don't know. But she was skinny one and I was skinny too. But that was back then. That's what we looked like. Skinnies and skinny. So, anyway.
Let me see that picture.
I did show my mom. That's another picture. But anywho, so we started going steady, and we went steady for a year and a half. For our age. Let me get this. This thing's not focusing in, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get it to focus in. Here we go. Hopefully it will. But anyhow, for a year and a half. But what? Go ahead, babe.
Let me add a little bit.
Okay.
We love the sock house, buddy. We had them every month, and we made sure we were there. And when Hey Jude came on, the floor just stopped because
everybody knew that.
Everybody knew that was our song.
That was our song.
And so Sheila at that time was smooth as glass on the dance floor. She was just poetry in motion. Everybody would stop and watch us dance. They'd watch me stand. I'd stop and watch her dance. And so during that time, the only moves I knew how to make was coming off the football field, holding my shoulder or my knee or my neck, crying boo-hoos. So one afternoon, Sheila and I were visiting a friend. We'd walk to their house. So we put on music, of course, and there were several of us there, and we started dancing.
Crimson and Clover.
Yeah, that was a good one. So
That was the one playing.
yeah, so she's over there smooth as glass, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers type stuff, and I'm doing Jerry Lewis stuff. So she says, stop, Keith, stop, listen, I want you to listen. Listen. She said, listen to the beat. There's a beat in there. You want it. I got this, baby. Come on. I got the moves. Put it back on. She's there smoothing around the floor, dancing all around me, and I'm doing this number. She said, Keith, stop. There's a beat in there. You gotta get the beat. You gotta find the beat and move to that. I got this.
Listen.
Who she thinks she's talking to, man? I got moves on the football field. If I got them on the football field, I got them here.
Quarterback.
Yeah, it's everywhere, baby.
You thought, oh yeah,
So,
I got this.
Put it on again. She's smooth as glass, dancing around. I'm doing. Finally, you know what? She looked at me. She said, Keith, just do your thing.
No. Before that, remember, girls remember a lot. Before that, I was trying to teach him. Instead of going around, see how you just dance, you go around circles. No, it's like you do a two-step and then like a little dip and back, and then you do a little two, and then I was trying to teach him that, so we could do that the next sock hop. And so he was doing like his little Jerry Lewis, stuff, and I was going, Keith, no, listen. Just close your eyes. I want you to listen to the music. Listen. I said, not only listen, I said, feel the music. You've got to feel that on the inside. And when you can feel it on the inside, then you can flow, with the beat, and you're feeling that music. So, did it sink in his head? Did it not? So I go, well, you know what? I like Keith. And so, I'm not going to fret over it. If he's out there dancing like Jerry Lewis, then I'll just be, what's his sidekick?
Dean Martin.
I'll just sing or something, I just let him do his thing and I'm doing my thing, We're all going to get along and we'll work this out. So that's what we did. And so that's how it started. Like I said, it was like a year and a half, and in that time, a lot of people say it's infatuation. Some people say it's puppy love. It was for him, but it wasn't for me. Because, women or girls mature a lot faster than guys do. So he broke up with me. He broke up, and I was devastated. And every time October the 25th would roll around, I was going, I wonder if he remembers. I wonder not. So, here it is, me, because I fell in love with him. And don't tell me you cannot fall in love early, because you can. And let me give you an example, then we'll move on. Is that my grandmother got married when she was 15 years old. And she loved my grandfather. And I have many other stories. There's another couple that was in junior high, and they got married. They were in love. There's a lot of people, and I was in love. He was my first love, guys. So every time, hey Jude, come on, I'd be going, years and years and years later, because I still had that attachment. I couldn't get over it. And I heard some lady told me, she goes, well, you know what they say? And I go, well, what do they say? They go, your first love is your worst love. I was going, I don't know about worst, but he did break up with me, and we won't go into that. This is not, I'll tell you that story later. Let's just you and me.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're all stupid at times.
He thought he was smart. So anyhow, later on in life, it was in 2011 that, you know, I missed our group we call it LJH for Little Junior High. Our group at LJH was a very tight-knit group. Unlike any other elementary school or high school, junior high was very tight. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it.
Well, it was a community school. No busing. Yeah. We all walked. 90% of us walked to Lindley Junior because we all lived in the same community. Mm-hmm. So we played together. We did things together that kids don't have that opportunity today because they're bused 20 miles away into another community. Mm-hmm. So there's none of that bonding time there, that was one thing that helped LJH become really tight.
I mean, really good friendships. And it, you know, even at 2011, I just had this, you know, missed a lot of people, and I go just wonder if I put together an LJH reunion. Now, who does junior high school reunions? It's not heard of. It's always high school reunions. But I started, I don't know how many, used to remember, I don't remember anymore, but I started putting it together, and we had about 35 people to attend. And the people, we were trying to get sponsorship. My friend Sharon and I were putting this together. We had some other help too, but it was mainly Sharon and I. And I would try to go get sponsors. She and I would both. And in fact, I've got the book here. We put the book together. I mean, it has everything from, you know, all the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade pictures. The sponsorship, you can see where people, well, you can't see that, but people in the community would buy ads and stuff like that. But I guess the greatest thing of it all is that when I would go and talk to them, they were going, wow, I never heard of that. And you need to put that in the paper. I mean, because nobody ever heard of it. So anyway, I didn't want to call him. You know, because he was my first love, and we had gone our separate ways. We had gotten married. We've been married before. We had kids and things like that, and so just kind of went. You know, I did my thing that way back then. He did his thing way back then. But then when we put the reunion together, I didn't want to call him. So I asked another friend. They go, "Well, are you going to call?" You know, I went, "No." And I go, you can call, but I'm not calling. I mean, what? No. So, anyway, I think her name was Jen. Jen called you, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Or did she? Yeah. So what did Jen say?
Just gave me the information about the reunion, wanted to know if I wanted to come, and we're taking up money through PayPal.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Time went on. You had to have your money in by a certain time to reserve your spot. Jen called me again, and I'm still wavering. And then, best I remember, Sheila called me, and there was not really a whole lot of conversation. It was, "Are you coming or not?" I said, "Well."
That's because it's like, these people are getting on my nerve. Are y'all paying? I've got it, because I had a caterer, I had a cake, I had, you know, a DJ, I had all these people. I had to know how much money. Are you coming or not?
Yeah. Ooh. I said, that's a nice warm welcome. I said, well, you know, I do have a bunch of friends there. Yeah, I'll get you my money.
And he did. And
bye.
That was the end of that. No big deal, right? And so what happened was, some people, well, everybody, almost all of LJH and the ones that were coming, you know, they knew our history. You know, they knew, my friends knew that he was my first love. And so what I had done, because, you know, I mean, from way back in 1971, 72, to 2011, we change, if you know what I mean. I'm not the skinny girl anymore. I'm not this little bitty thing like this. And everybody changes. So I had another, one of the LJH people to put together name tags. You know why? Because I didn't want to be embarrassed. Somebody come in and I'm going, oh, hey there, what's her name? So we had our name tags done with the picture of how we looked like in 1971. So when they came in, you go, hey, oh, hey there, Bobby. Hey there.
I hadn't changed a bit. Except the dresser put too much gray in my hair. I was a little ticked off about that. Too much gray.
Well, I was too. I mean, we were both gray-haired, you know, and like I said, our bodies have changed, and and now I wasn't that itty bitty bitty anymore, and I was kind of like plumpy, and so, in saying all of that is that, like I said, the people at LJH knew our history, and it was past history. You know, everybody's changed, everybody's gone on with their lives, and you know, different adventures in life, and so, but they still remembered back then with Keith and I. So one of the ladies that was helping me knew that he was my first love, and they would make the biggest deal out of it. And okay, I was glad to see everybody. I was so excited to see everybody, man, everybody that I hadn't seen in such a long time. And everybody was laughing and stuff. But when he walked through the door, I had the place for them to sign, so we could find their name tag, know who we were looking for, so they could put it on. Well, the girl that was helping me, she wasn't part of the LJH, but she heard the story. So when he signed in, I'm sitting there talking and laughing with people, and oh, she comes running across the floor, and she goes, "Guess who's here? Guess who's here? Guess who's here?" And I'm thinking, the president or something?
No, Jerry Lewis.
I'm like, I don't know who. She goes, Keith, and I'm looking at her like, okay, well that's good. I'm glad he made it. Well, like I said, so now everybody's kind of looking at me, and they're kind of looking at him. Go, oh, I remember y'all. Y'all were the cutest thing. Y'all were just so cute. But anyway, we were mingling. Everybody was mingling. He was mingling. I was mingling. We're taking pictures, and I've got a whole book here of pictures that my friend and her husband took, and then she put them in an album. And I want to show you. I did oh goodness, I thought my phone was off. Excuse me. Let me just cut this off. I thought I had turned it off. I'm so sorry. I don't like to be disturbed when I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. So, anyway, Jen, she still makes a big deal out of things. But anyway, and I say it in a good sense, in a good way, but anyway, the song Hey Jude came on because they had the DJ to play music from that era of time when we were going to school. So I'm just standing over there intermingling with people, and the song came on. Well, by then, now when we first broke up, that song stayed with me. But now it's like, okay, I hear it, I remember it, but I wasn't like, oh, yeah, that wasn't anymore. So I'm just standing there. What happened, mister?
I spilled my punch. We got together on the dance floor.
Didn't somebody make you?
No.
Yes, they did.
No way.
Oh, they did. Jen, I hope you're watching this, and you need to call him up and tell him a thing or two. She made him, she was like, oh, because she remembered, oh, you got to go ask Sheila today. Go ask Sheila today. I said, I'm just standing there. And then all of a sudden, this person comes and nudges me, and he goes, would you like to dance? And I'm like, man, this is back in junior high school days. So we did, and then it was like a triply long song. It's like, good grief. You know, back then it was long, but now it's like, goodness.
We had to sit down and take oxygen.
Oh, it's like, good grief. But after it was, sorry guys, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. And I'm doing a lot of the talking because girls just remember things a lot lot more, but I want to show you this. Before everybody left, they had to take a picture. And I went up and I ran and I got them and I said, hey, just for old time's sake, let's just do this. So here is 2011. There I am. Can you see that? Here Keith is, my mister. Looks like I got a glare on it. There we go. Can you see it? There he is. And then I went and said, we're both going to have to take, just for old time's sake. There we are. Okay, that was the end of that. And I want to show you this also, that this was Keith, my mister. Let me see, still. There he is. He's holding my little bunny. You see how much we've changed? And I changed. Oh, skinny mini. I got like, it was just that. But anyway, and then it ended and we just went on our merry way. So you go, well, how now? Because,
Fate.
you want to tell it, Audie?
It was more like fate. We both had moved on from previous relationships, and the first reunion was such a success, and everybody was saying, "Hey, let's have another one. Let's have another one." And you just don't know the tremendous work that Sheila, Sharon, and
This is others. It's quite a few.
it was quite a few others.
Yeah.
But tons and tons and tons of work.
I think I only had 5 weeks to find all these people.
Yeah, running people down that you haven't seen in 20 years, 30 years, how many years? I mean, people move around. So, and this group tracked everybody down that they could find. And so we start the planning stage of the second reunion, and Sheila asked if I would be the DJ for some reason. And
well, you were kind of nominated by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just my, like, well, that's what I'm going to do. A lot of people were coming to me because David Hudson was the first one for our first reunion.
He did a
and they
great
go,
job.
what about Keith? I think Keith would do it because Keith was very personable, very likable.
And I had some great ideas. I was going to hold a Jerry Lewis dancing contest. Gosh, I had so many. Jerry Lewis line dancing. Oh, I had it going on. But anyway, plans started to come together, then fizzled.
Came together, then fizzled.
Yeah, people were busy. They had busy lives,
and they were
families.
getting sick. Remember, we're getting old.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was. Sheila had set up a table at the first reunion of those memorial table of those who had passed on, and it just broke your heart.
People were up there crying, and we had it on the big screen, the pictures, and people were just standing there just crying because they didn't know they had passed. That's how we were back then, very tight knit. To see these people had passed on, it was just heartbreaking.
I mean, there were how many? 30, 40?
I don't know. So there was quite a few.
If you have the opportunity now to gather with your past friends, your classmates, take it, jump on it. I know I said, my gosh, I'm a big old balloon now. I don't know if I want to go see these people.
I mean, these are some of the people like Paige. Like, I know y'all don't know these, but there's those. These are the pictures we had there and that. And some were like good friends of mine and growing up as well.
So just the time and the energy just didn't produce itself. And it takes a ton of energy to do what these girls did. So it just never came to pass. And we kind of hate that. We even try to get together a few smaller groups. People move. They go to Miami. They go to New York. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them to spend that time. So
we were the committee was getting together, still trying to push it one more time. And in that time, I mean, we just got to talking, and like I said, he had moved on, I had moved on in life, and then, like you said, fate. So, here we are. It wasn't expecting anything or trying to make anything happen. It just did. There was just still chemistry, and I don't know. I started getting little butterflies on my stomach. Can you believe that? My head's getting butterflies in my stomach. Anyhow, but it was something, a point I wanted to make. So, okay, let's just jump a little bit further. I guess he was trying to make the decision. We didn't want to be by ourselves, and we had good chemistry, and we had a history. So it just fell together. It wasn't planned. It just happened. So he, I'll tell you. You tell him the story. What you did,
What did I do?
Mister. How did we get married?
I know how we got married. We were doing community service. We'd been got into a little trouble, so we were out on weekends picking up paper and stuff.
No, we didn't.
It wasn't that?
No, Mister. No.
I think I remember now.
Okay.
It was a jailbreak. No, okay. So anyway, we've been kind of discussing maybe we should tie the knot. And so I bought 14 boxes of Cracker Jacks, got 2 rings out, and I took her. I said, let's go riding. So we went riding.
I had no idea what
Came
was
down
going
Spring
on.
Garden, made a left in the Lindley Junior High parking lot. Got out, took her down between the buildings, the annex and the big building and the gym and the lunchroom.
Yeah,
Remember
so
those?
let's just walk our old stomping ground. Let's just go walk.
We got
Reminisce.
we got in between 3 buildings, and I took one knee and asked her to marry me. Then we had to call emergency services to help me get up.
That's how it happened. That's the true story. That's the true story. So, like I say, he was my first love, and he is my last love, and nobody else. And so, people were very excited. Some were, and some, you always have those few. You know what I mean? But needless to say, you see Possum. She wants to get into the video.
She's a camera cat.
So she wants some attention paid to her. So anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I will show you. I did pick up one of the pictures. We had, that was spur of the moment too, because once we decided, I go, well, I don't want to wait. Let's just go on and do it. I don't want anybody going chippy, 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 and talking. You know how people do. And I said, let's just go on and do it, because we want to do things the right way. And so we went ahead and did. I called up my pastor, it was such short notice. I mean, it was like, what, one day? Like
2 days.
2 days. We went up to the courthouse and did what we had to do, paperwork, and we made a few phone calls, put everybody spur of the moment. So some could make it, some couldn't, because, it was just spur of the moment. And it was outside, and the thing of it is, where our wedding took place was a place called Anniversary Gardens. Now remember, let's jump back to 1971, 69, 70, 71, well, a little bit. So anyway, we used to go down to that park, and there was a bridge down there. We'd always meet. Of course, we'd smooch and stuff. You know how you do, you smooch. And smooch. Anyway, so we decided, that was our history. So we went back there, and our wedding took place close to the bridge in a gazebo. So this is us in the gazebo. And like I said, it was an outside wedding. Here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is it a glare? So there we are. See that?
We even had to run to Goodwill to get our wedding outfits. Yes, we did.
So anyway, that's our story. Some of you have been asking, how did we meet? And this, that, and another. And I was looking to see if I could see any more pictures. Now here's another one of me. You want to talk about skinny meanie? Look at that. Is that skinny or what? Skinny. I just want to see, because I'm not skinny anymore. And let's see if there's anything else that I could show you really quick.
She's hot.
No, I'm not.
Well, let me tell you a little story. You know, she told you.
Thank goodness he's got a story. I'm gonna tell him all the stories.
She told you that my nickname's Mister. And so we'll be in a store walking around. I'll be 2 rows over. And she'll want to show me something. And all of a sudden I hear, Mister! Hey, Mister, come here. I get over there, there's 10 men standing around her. Oh, I'm sorry. You call Mister?
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's happened many a time.
No.
Hey, Mister!
No.
And everybody, and all the guys in the store turn around looking at her.
Now that's true. That's true. It's like all the guys, because they think I'm calling them. I go, Mister, hey, Mister, Mister. And all these guys would turn around and I'm going,
Not you.
I realize, oh, sorry. I go, not y'all, not him. Him over, him.
Yeah, this Mister.
That guy. I said, that's his nickname, sorry. So, anyway, after we got married, then I sold, he sold his house, and I sold mine, and y'all know some of the story, and so we decided, our life to continue on, and we wanted new adventures, just newness, So we moved here in Virginia, and we love it. We can't wait till the spring and summer come around again so we can get outside. But we just do a lot of things together. We can't wait. The new river is close to us, and we can't wait to. We want to go tubing. And honestly, I got something on my bucket list that I really want to do. What you got on your bucket list you want to do?
Many things.
We better hurry.
You got that right.
I mean, really hurry. But what I want to do, I want to go zip lining. Have y'all been zip lining yet? That's what I want to do. That's just on my bucket list. I have a lot of things, but that's one I really want to do.
And that's going to happen this spring
I hope so.
because I've taken a cable up. We have on the property, it's called Bear Lane. It's a road that goes down like that. So I've rigged the cable top of the oak up here. I'm going to sit her in that little basket and run her down, and I've tied the other into the oak at the bottom, and that oak will stop her flight. Boom!
Can you tell he loves me?
It's got a little spring down there.
Bad. You're bad. He's bad. Well, anyway, I guess that's enough of us. I hope we answered some of your questions, kind of give you a little history. We have lots of stories, but we try to keep this as to how we came about and how we met, and just a little bit. But as time goes on, Lord willing, the creek don't rise, we'll do some more videos and maybe have a few more stories at that time.
I can't wait to tell you how that run does. That zip line.
If you see me come on here and I got a broken nose and a couple of black eyes, then you'll know. I hope I keep my teeth at least.
Woo.
But anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. Mister, what you gonna do?
I gotta think about it.
We don't know. We just take minute by minute, anyhow. But I'm gonna go, but I just want to let you know that I really appreciate all the comments that you guys have been sending us, and talking about how funny Mister is, and me, and I don't see that we're that funny, but I'm glad that we can bring a smile to your face, and we can come into your home and tell you some stories. But remember that we love you. We truly do. Every single one of you. As I said, you over there, you there watching, you sitting on the sofa right there. Oh yeah, and you too. We love you. But remember. What is that? Jesus loves you more. That's right. Until next time, babe, don't kiss me.